Hello, this is Stephanie Treasure. Welcome to my page. Welcome to this live stream. I think I'm going to take the glasses off. I really need this for night driving, for seeing things far away. Definitely not for using my computer. But I thought I would start off with glasses today. But let me just go ahead and share this live stream to my group, my private Facebook community called the Passionate, Purposeful, and Powerful Entrepreneurs. If you're not yet a member, do join us. It's a great community of passionate, purposeful, and purpose-driven entrepreneurs, and we encourage each other, support each other, share the wins that are going on in our businesses, ask for feedback, get support, connect with each other, collaborate. I'm in there daily sharing tips and behind the scenes views of what's going on in my business, what's going on in my life. So I get a little bit more personal than I do here on the Facebook page. So I encourage you to join us to get access to those behind the scenes, encouragement, feedback. The biggest cheerleaders for what you're doing that you'd ever find on Facebook, if I do say so myself. And I'm saying that obviously with much bias because it's my group and I believe it's a great space to be. But join us and see for yourself. And if you like it, stick around. If not, then maybe you check out some other communities on Facebook. But I have shared that to the group. And I'm going to go ahead and take the glasses off because I don't need it for this. And whenever I try to use it when I don't need it, then things just look a little warped. Okay, great. So thanks again. Thank you for bearing with me. I see that I'm 2 minutes into this live stream and you're waiting for me to get to the point, and I'll do exactly that. Quick re-intro. This is Stephanie Treasure, your online marketing strategist and business mentor. And I've been coming live on here almost every day, I think with the exception of weekends, to share with you various tips and strategies that will help you to have a focus on getting more clients in your business this month, growing your online presence and really making it magnetic and powerful and profitable. And I share tips on how you can do that here on these live streams. I always do a call to action, an invitation, if you will, at the end, which is to sign up for a marketing breakthrough session. This is a 45-minute complimentary session that I do for some folks who I feel that are a fit, who are looking to expand their online reach and get more targeted leads, really make a name for themselves in the online space. So you may be a seasoned entrepreneur, you've been making waves offline, doing attending in-person networking events, attending live events, networking, speaking, and you're looking to really leverage the online space more to attract more of your ideal clients, grow your community by droves, as well as enroll some of those persons into your programs, whether it's group coaching or private coaching. So you're in the right place. I encourage you to continue watching. And today I'm going to be talking about the look and feel of private coaching, which if you're watching this, you probably have already been a part of a program, but I wanted to share this with you kind of with a twist of why it's important for you if you're not already working with a coach, and how you can also sell this to your prospective clients who may be looking to work with you and the benefits of that for them, right? So I'm going to be sharing with you 5 things that really make private coaching beneficial, make it a really special opportunity with features and benefits that you should be a part of if you really, really want support. In my case, because I help persons with marketing and business strategy. So if you really want support to take your business to the next level, to new heights, to get the mentorship from someone who can guide you along the way and help to short circuit your journey to your successful business and even your successful life. Because once you get the business part taken care of, and you are able to achieve the income that you desire, leverage your business in the way that you desire, create your own hours, then once you get that straightened, then you can really pay more attention to your life and lifestyle, and really carve out what your normal looks like, or what you would like your normal to look like, and have your business revolve around that normal, around that lifestyle, and be able to feel more fulfilled, make a bigger impact, reach more people in your business, as well as make more money, right? So that's what I want to talk about under the umbrella of the topic of the look and feel of private coaching. As you're joining me, let me know that you're here. Even if you're watching the replay, go ahead and comment below and let me know where you're joining me from. I today am joining you from beautiful Kingston, Jamaica. It's wonderful weather here. Although I'm based here in Jamaica, most of my clients are actually based in the US. I've worked with clients in the UK as well, in parts of Australia, in parts of Canada. So I am very happy, very fortunate, and grateful to have a business that's location independent, where I can serve people or reach people way beyond my geographical constraints, right? And make a good living doing that, and be able to work in my zone of genius, which is business and marketing. All right. So the look and feel of private coaching, 5 things that you want to keep in mind that would make private coaching a very unique experience for you, again, to really get you to achieve your next level success and even beyond, right, through a private coaching type of situation. Hey, Brashana, thank you so much for joining me. Happy to see you here. So the 5 things that I think are the features of private coaching, right? So number 1 is structure. Many of my clients come to me where they've had success, great success, especially offline, as I said, and they're looking to really utilize the online space now. And they have done all kinds of things, really working on, I want to say, a survival mode, kind of, even though many of them have achieved great success. So they're not just making enough money to survive, but they've been able to do things in their businesses, implement strategies that have been able to get them client on a consistent basis, but there's no real structure in their business. They're kind of just going along, and they're getting clients here and there, and they're making money, but their hours are not structured. And the way that they get clients is not structured either. So they can't necessarily predict their results or put together a plan and say, okay, based on this plan, I'm going to attract these many people or grow my list by this much, and then I'm going to enroll this many clients, and then I'm going to make this amount of money. It doesn't really work that way for them. It's kind of haphazard, and they never know from month to month what they're going to make or how many clients they're going to enroll, or they never really know what's going to take place. They're just pretty much going about doing what they know how to do, networking, asking for referrals, speaking here and there ad hoc, but there's no real structure to their business. And when you get into a private coaching arrangement, the right one that's right for you, with a coach who is pretty organized and is seasoned in their businesses as well, you get that structure that you've been longing for, that you've needed in order to create hours for yourself that make sense, create strategies in your business that you can put in a plan and say, okay, based on this plan, I know that I'm on target to make this amount of money, or I know that I'm on target to enroll this amount of clients once I execute this, once I create this plan and execute it accordingly, right? So one thing that you really get from private coaching is structure. And I pride myself on that with my clients, because I consider to myself to be pretty organized and able to help my clients to really, connect the dots as to what needs to be done in your business and calendar it so that it makes sense, so that it fits in your schedule, so that you're not overwhelmed. I pride myself on being able to deliver for my clients without overwhelm. And one of those reasons why we're able to keep the overwhelm at the minimum, or pretty much, eradicate it totally, is because of structure and planning, right? And Brishana says time blocking and structure is important. Absolutely. And I love, when you say time blocking, that's one of the things that I advocate too, working in clusters. So I will have a cluster of time that I'll only be working on my social media posts, a cluster of time where I'm doing sales calls, etc. Because once you get into the zone, as you may have noticed, if you're in the zone of doing one thing and you try to water that down with doing 3 other things at the same time, none gets done really effectively. But when you are on task and you're doing a specific kind of activity within a time frame, within that time block, you get much more done, and the quality of work is much better for it. So that's a great tip, Rashonda. So that was number 1 that you get from private coaching, especially with me, structure, which is really, really important. Number 2 is, and these are in no particular order, let me see. Yeah, kind of a little bit of order. Okay, so the number, I'm just looking at the screen here because I have a notepad up with my handy dandy notes. So number 2 is you get to short circuit the learning curve. You get to short circuit the learning curve. And what I mean by that is, if it would take you, say, let's just say 1 year to get from your point A to point Z, right? Or say point A to halfway through, whatever your next milestone is. If you work with someone who has the ability, the capability, who has the strategies that you need to achieve the result that you want to attain based on what you've read in their coaching program or what you've seen them do for themselves in their business, and you're on that same trajectory and you want to get there as well, by working with that person directly, you get a chance to do it quicker, because your coach is going to share with you, as I do again with my clients, the things that I know that I've done, that I've tested and tweaked, that I've also helped other clients to do. I know what tends to give them the better result, tends to give them the quicker outcome, and then I share that with you. So you pretty much, when you don't have to do the testing too much on your own, because not that you can achieve some of the things that you work with the coach to achieve on your own, but by working with somebody who has been through it, who knows the strategy, who has helped others with the strategy, who has done it for themselves, you get a chance to, get there quicker by using their template, their step-by-step strategies to help you achieve the outcome that you desire, or the income level that you desire, or the amount of clients that you want to work with to fill your practice, right? You get to do that in a shorter space of time than it would take you if you were doing it on your own, right? Or if you were doing it in a group coaching program where you didn't have that one-on-one support with somebody looking at your specific situation and giving you tips to accomplish what you want to accomplish, again, in a shorter period of time, in a more effective way, a more straightforward way than you would have been able to come up with yourself, right? Acceleration, yes, right? So another way for my short circuit the learning curve is acceleration. You get from your point A to your point Z, or whatever that next level is, much quicker working with a coach than you would have been able to do on your own. And that is invaluable. Time is valuable, and being able to work with somebody who can help you to achieve a result in a shorter space of time is never a waste of time, never a waste of money, all right? Hey, Jeanette, are you there still? I see that my friend Jeanette liked the live stream. Okay, great. So number 2 is you get a chance to short circuit the learning curve, right? The third reason, the third benefit of private coaching, right? Getting help from somebody, of course, is the obvious strategy, right? No matter what kind of coaching, you get actual strategy, actual things that you can implement, that you can use, that you can adopt, that will get you the result that you're after, right? In the case of athletics, when an athlete works with a coach, they get strategy on what are the things that they need to do to get the win, that they wouldn't have known on their own if they weren't working with an experienced coach who can get them there, who may have done it themselves or have helped others to do so. So you get actual strategy. And again, this goes across the board for whatever kind of coach it is. But from my expertise, which is business and marketing, I share with my clients actual strategies that will help them to accomplish the results that they're after, right? So that's pretty straightforward. I won't even go too much into that, but you get strategy. There's a coach that I used to follow that says, you don't know what you don't know, right? So why do you think that you know everything and you're doing everything under the sun to get move forward in your business? And there's nothing new under the sun either, but it could be the way that you're doing it, or even tiny tweaks that need to be made to your existing strategy to make it work. But if you don't know what that is, then you can't make it, and so you won't get the results that you're after. So working with a coach in private coaching will give you access to strategy that will move you forward that you wouldn't have had access to yourself, right? So that's number 3. Number 4 is accountability, right? Left to our own devices, how well-intentioned we might be, sometimes we don't do what we're supposed to do. Sometimes we drop the ball. As driven as you are, as committed as you are to your goal, we are our worst, I want to look for another word for boss, right? But we tend to let ourselves off the hook very easily, right? But a boss or a superior or a coach doesn't necessarily let you off the hook that easily. And not only that, knowing that when you're in a private coaching situation and you have check-ins or regular meetings with your coach, and you were given tasks that you needed to implement, because you know that you're going to be held accountable for it, for staying to task, for completing it, you're going to make sure that you get it done, especially because you're being guided by somebody who is successful at what they do, that is helping you to get the results that they've gotten before, helping you to get the results that you want to achieve. And they're telling you that this is what it will take for you to get those results, and I'm guiding you along the way, because you're so committed to those results, and because you got strategy, and because you have structure, and because you're being held accountable. You're more likely to achieve the outcome that you set out to do. You're more likely to stay on task because of that unique environment of structure. Somebody showing you the step-by-step, somebody giving you strategy and also holding you accountable. Does that make sense? Enemy, I think you mean that, Brishana wrote enemy. I think you mean that we can be our own worst enemy when it comes to holding ourselves accountable, right? And that's true, and I've been there, and I know it firsthand. I'm not just telling you, and I've seen where it has helped my clients. So that's the 4th thing, the 4th benefit in terms of the look and feel of private coaching, and why it's something that you should seriously consider to really move your business forward this quarter and for the rest of the year. And finally, network and support. So what I mean by this, and this is just a title that I gave this benefit, but what I mean is, when you work with a coach, you get access to their network. And so when my clients sign on to work with me, I give them access to the network of contacts that I have that can either help them and give them the support with what they're doing, or help them to get speaking engagements or other opportunities that would be a benefit to what they're already doing, that although it wasn't a part of my program, they still walk away with this added benefit because they got exposure to my network of contacts and colleagues and resources that, again, they would not have had access to otherwise. There are people that I'm in touch with who I can call on, who I can refer people to say, hey, can you get me a spot in X? Can you help me to get my client this access to this opportunity? Things like that can help you that I don't want to say, oh, I have, oh, I know the who's who of business, and I can get you on the cover of Forbes magazine or something, right? Not yet anyway. My network will be like that someday, I hope, I'm predicting. But I can get you access to opportunities through my network of colleagues, through my network of resources that you wouldn't otherwise have had access to. So some of my clients have been featured in Huffington Post, Thrive Global. One of my clients actually was published in a book, and that was a direct derivative or a direct benefit from me, that client having worked with me, and I had that colleague in my network that was putting together this book and needed a co-author for that book, right? So that's a benefit that my client got from my coaching program that was not even an advertised feature of the program. But based on what she was working on and the way that her business was going and how we were working on building her brand, that opportunity came at just the right time for her to be a part of it. And it got her that exposure that she needed through becoming a published author, co-author with in the book of a colleague of mine, right? And you also get that support from me in terms of what you're trying to do, like I said, lining up opportunities for you to that would serve to anchor what we're doing together and really have you come out stronger from this experience of us working together in private coaching. Things that, like I said, I don't promote on the sales page of my coaching program. I don't really advertise, and every situation is different. It depends on what we're working on together to achieve, where some opportunities might be apt for you that may not be apt for someone else, but we won't find out until we start working together, and then that this would be an added benefit that you didn't even count on, right? So that's another feature of really working with somebody in a private coaching program. So let me just do a recap of the 5 benefits of working with a private coach. And of course, by extension, these are the benefits of working, some of the benefits of working with me as your coach, as your online marketing coach and business mentor, right? Number 1 is structure, right? You get that structure that you've been missing, where you can actually say, okay, this is my business or marketing plan. This is what I'm working to achieve this year, and this is how I'm going to execute it. An actual plan that makes sense, that's predictable, that's doable, that you can follow. Number 2 is you get a chance to short circuit the learning curve. So you get a chance to achieve your results in a shorter period of time, having worked with somebody who has done the testing and the tweaking, and not only for myself, but also for my clients, so that when you work with me, I can say, okay, this is what I know for a fact works, this straight line, as opposed to the zigzag that I had to do, and you'll get to your result much quicker than I did when I was trying to, test and tweak and see what would work out the best for me as a way to move forward and increase my clientele, fill my practice, and fill my group coaching opportunities, right? So that's number 2. Number 3 is strategy, right? No brainer. You get access to strategy that you wouldn't be able to come up with yourself. Actual strategy that you can follow, not that you have to guess from watching on the outside looking in, but strategy that is laid out for you that says, okay, this is the path that you need to take, and you can just go ahead and follow that, right? Number 4 is accountability, right? Somebody who is there for you, who is holding you accountable, making sure that you implement so that you can get the results. And number 5 is network and support. You get access to my network of colleagues, of resources, of tools, of ideas, opportunities that you would have never had access to, some of which I don't advertise because, as I said, every client is unique. The goal that we're trying to achieve when I work with my client we focus on slightly different things. And so depending on the situation, you may find yourself being presented with an opportunity through my network that wasn't even advertised, that wasn't even part of the deal, that could greatly benefit you as another one of the many things that you'll walk away with after our time coaching together, right? My coaching program is 3 months, 90 days, and that gives us enough time to, execute the strategies that will get you visible, that will help you to build a community of, your tribe, your community, your brand ambassadors, your potential clients who want to work with you, want to hear what you say. They watch your live stream, say, respond to your posts. They're so into you that when you make an offer, they're ready and willing to buy. We work on creating packages that sell, and we get you through the sales process so that you can close the deal, right? I invite you as a follow-up to this to sign up for my 45-minute marketing breakthrough session. That's a free session with me. And in those sessions, what we do is we look at where you are in your business right now, what you're trying to achieve, and I'll help you, or I'll map out a plan with you to get you from your point A to your next level of success. And then at the end, I will tell you how I'm working with people right now, and we'll evaluate together based on what we put on the table, whether or not we're fit to work together. So if you'd like, hi Sheila, good to see you here. So if you'd like to, if you feel like that session could benefit you based on what I've said, go ahead and click the link on this live stream. Once you do that, you'll be taken to a form, an intake form, that will just get some more information about who you are and what you do, what you're trying to achieve, what your business model is, and where you're headed, right? And then once you do that, I'll email you with a link to my calendar so you can book a spot and we can get on the phone right away. I thank you so much for the hearts and the likes and tuning in with me. If you have any questions, even as you're watching this replay, go ahead and comment below with those questions. I'm happy to get back to you. Otherwise, I do hope to see you on one of my marketing breakthrough sessions. I still have spots open for the rest of this week. And yeah, let's take it from there and see if you benefit from what I have to say in this session, and then we'll see if private coaching is right for you. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and happy, great rest of the week. Take care for now. Bye.